Hey guys, how's it going? DJ2 here, and I have a question for you. Have you ever wanted to work on Fortnite Save the World? Have you ever wanted to influence what happens in the stories or what happens in Save the World as a whole? Have you ever wanted to work with developer Cloakstar? Well, you may have a chance now. You may have a chance now to do all of that and more. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. Well, first of all, let me start by saying thank you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for everyone who's watching, everyone who's coming to the streams, everyone who's using my creator code. Thank you so much. If you use creator code DUJ2, it helps me out very much if you're buying llamas and Save the World or something in the shop in Battle Royale, or even if you're buying a game in the Epic Store. And also a huge thanks, special thanks to everyone who is still a member of the channel, everyone who is a member of the channel. Thank you very much. I know I was gone for quite a while there. All of you guys who remain members, thank you so much. You guys are fantastic. And you are a huge reason of why I'm still doing what I'm doing right now. So, and also thank you to everyone who brought this to my attention. Now, something happened. Actually, it's only been like a day ago. Someone messaged me. I think the first one a comment or a message? I think the first one was a message. I think someone messaged me and said, "Hey, they're looking for a new writer in Save the World." Now, at that time, I had no idea what they were talking about. I was like, okay. And then someone, I had a couple people in the comments and also in messaging me saying some people have been making videos about the fact that Epic is looking for someone who's someone to work on Save the World. And I was like, all right. And then then I started getting a lot more messages and emails and comments on my videos and people saying, what do I think about this? And I was like, I don't know what I'm thinking about it because I don't know what it is. So I had to go down a little rabbit hole. And huge thanks to Dr. Higgy too for sending me the screenshots you guys are going to see right now, because this is what started the rabbit hole. Writer, contract, Epic Games, Gary, North Carolina. They're looking for, and so let me just read this. Epic is looking for an experienced writer to join the Fortnite team as a contractor. Contractors mean that they are not a permanent position. It's a temporary position, and it could be many different things. It could be like they contract you out to do a certain amount of work for a certain amount of time. It could extend for a long time or a short time. This position is available for remote work. Hey, so if anyone out there wants to apply for it, definitely go for it. Please submit a comedic writing sample with your application. Format can be a screenplay, full scene, or short story. Please keep submission linked to no more than 30 pages. 30 pages. Wow. Responsibilities. Work directly with the senior writer to create content for Fortnite and additional Epic projects. And here we go. Writing quest content for Fortnite Save the World. Now, this application continues on for 5 other pages, or I guess the posting continues for 5. I copied the same picture twice. I copied the same one twice. So it continues for 5 other pages, and at first I was like, okay, that's interesting. What could they be working on, and what could they be doing? But you guys know me. I had to go a little deeper. I had to go a little deeper and see what else I could find. And what I found was very interesting. Now, for those of you who don't know, Indeed is a job search website. You can go there, you can apply. Companies also put out jobs there. I personally have never gotten a job through Indeed, but it looks like an interesting. Interesting site. Now, if you go to Indeed and you look up the Epic Games page, you'll find right here about the company, when it was founded, size, revenue, etc. It tells you a little bit about the job, about the company, and you can read a little bit more. And then you go down here and you see their jobs. Now, let me go here all the way to the beginning. And as you guys can see, it's right here. The full-time writer contract in Gary, North Carolina, or from Gary, North Carolina, is right here. And there's some other jobs. And if we go right here, we are going to see the application, or again, the posting for the writer contract. Now, I'm going to pause for a second here and just say that in no way am I affiliated with Epic right now, apart from the fact that I am I guess I am I'm a content creator. I'm in the content creator program. Thank you very much for everyone who used my content creator code. But I've never really received anything. I've never received anything from Epic. The developers have never reached out to me. I've never, talked like that with anyone. So I don't have any insight or inner knowing of the inner workings of Epic, Fortnite, or all that. We have also, I'm going to say this, we have an ongoing joke here on the channel and on streams about developer Cloakstar. Now, I'll explain developer Cloakstar in a second. Now, for me personally, I have been saying this for quite a while. I don't believe that there is a Save the World development team anymore. I think that there is a large group of developers that work on Fortnite as a whole, and every once in a while they get around to working on Save the World. I also believe that a lot of the content that we're seeing right now, actually all the content that we've been seeing for the past 3.5 years, was all pretty much thought up, written, and staged 3 years ago, maybe longer. I think that they were working on resources, the models, the story, all of that was being worked on and thought up years ago. And it's just been very, very slowly executed. Very slowly, ever since, 2017. The game came out 2017 or 2018? I forget when. But anyway, whenever the game came out, it was going to be on a much faster schedule. We were expecting to see the game go free to play. We were expecting to see the Kenny storyline, and we were expecting even the game to see what happened in Twine, all within the first year of the game coming out. We know that didn't happen. It took about 1.5 years for the Kenny storyline to come out, and it took almost 3 years for them to tell us, hey, the game's not going to go free to play. And we were expecting the game to go free to play in the first 3 to 6 months of the game coming out. So ever since then, I feel that a lot of the events, storylines, and everything we've seen were prepared. And ever since, you guys know this, I've always said this, that ever since season 5 or season 4 or season 5 from Battle Royale is when the game split. Ever since the Blockbuster event, right before the Blockbuster event. I think that before the Blockbuster event, Save the World was the main game. At that time, it split off and Battle Royale became the main game, and Save the World kind of just became something that they continued to develop because they had so much content for it. And we've seen that as time goes by too. We've seen how certain events apparently do not come out at the right time. We see how llamas will come out, but then the event doesn't match. We've seen a lot of different things like that where it's like, wait, why are you doing this when you could have done this? There's a lot of that like that. And then most recently, we saw the huge thing with the bows. We saw it's not recent now. It's been like a year. When we started seeing all the bows coming out, it felt like they were just getting rid of resources. They were getting rid of stuff that they had saved up that didn't really have anything else to go with it. So ever since then, I feel like we've definitely seen a shift in how the game operates like that. And it seems like they've run out of content now. They've run out of that stuff that they're saving up. Now, at this point, what can happen? Well, one of two things can happen. They either write more content or they just stop. We know that we're going to be on this 1 year rotating schedule. And yes, there could be more events and more stuff put into that schedule. But there's plenty of content in Save the World already to be doing that 1 year schedule without needing the need for more new content. This brings up a lot of questions. Now, really quickly, like I said, I don't believe there is a dedicated Save the World development team. For those of you who have been playing the game a long time, you remember when we used to have developer blogs, like vlogs on YouTube. They would talk to us, and we knew there were we could put some faces to the development team. We also remember the roadmaps, and we remember the developer blogs as well. There used to be a lot of communication from the development team about, from Save the World, the Save the World development team, about what they were thinking, what they were planning, what they were going to do. For those of you who are new, all you know is the patch notes, the home-based status reports. You don't know how much communication we used to have from the development team. I also make a joke about developer Cloakstar. I make a joke about the fact that we don't get any communication. We don't get anything, because even when we get an update or something, we're like, hey, is this supposed to be in the game? Is it not supposed to be in the game? And we get the typical response: figure it out yourself. That's why I say we have a developer Cloakstar. I make the joke that there is a developer in Fortnite, a single developer who works on Fortnite, who on Save the World, who just does things for Save the World, but never tells us what's going on. That's the joke. And it kind of does feel like that. It feels like that's what's going on. Now, I'm going to show you guys a couple of things that lead me to believe that there is more going on than just looking for stories. Now, like I said, here's the writer contract for the Epic, the writer for Epic Games. Again, working directly with the senior writer to create content for the additional Epic products. So there's a senior writer. There is someone who is there writing the storyline for Fortnite as a whole, not just Save the World. And if you guys play Battle Royale, you know how loopy the story is getting with the whole 0 point or Nexus point or whatever you want to call it. Which again, Nexus point, you know, what's going on in Marvel right now. Yeah, it's kind of weird, all that stuff that's going on. They're bringing in all these different characters. It almost feels like they're just throwing everything they can at the game right now. But who knows what they're going to do later. And writing quest content for Fortnite Save the World. Now this one, again, like I said, this is the one that really got people's attention, I feel. Quest content. Now it could be the narrative quest lines, the little quest lines that we get. It could be a bigger quest line, but they are looking for someone to write quest content. Providing additional support, writing support as needed for Fortnite Battle Royale. The primary job would be Save the World. The secondary job would be Battle Royale. Providing naming support for cosmetic content. Naming support for cosmetic content, so skins and stuff, or heroes. Maybe they have plans for new heroes coming out, and cosmetics, and they want to know the names of them. Creating written content across departments as needed. Now this across departments can mean anything at Epic. It could mean that eventually this person could end up working on a whole different game. Who knows what's going to happen. Qualifications: writer credit on one shipped AAA title or multiple smaller projects. So here you go. You have to already have some, you know, to be able to qualify to, well, what they're looking for is that you already have, yourself placed in the whole world of games and, storylines. Experience with comedic writing and a drive to create uniquely funny scripts. Ability to write multiple styles and formats, including in-game VO scripts and written assets, anime shorts, trailers, video content, and stage demos. Collaborative mindset and willingness to iterate rapidly. Experience, blah, 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 blah. Okay, a bunch of stuff. Ability to demonstrate an understanding of Fortnite's tone and style. The ideal candidate would also have a mix of the following qualifications: quest design experience, pitching experience, script production experience, experience with Unreal Engine 4, and live game experience. This is going to be epic. And then there's just some more information there. And of course, if you want to apply, you can go ahead and apply here. Now, let me just say this right now before we keep going. I want to apply for this. Yes, I do. I want to apply for this because a lot of people, a lot of times have said, and I've said it too, if you ever want to make a change in the game you're playing, if you want, in anything in life, if you ever want to make a change in anything that's important to you in your life, try and make a change. And I don't have a writer credit on anything. I don't really have that much experience in that, but I do know Save the World a lot, and you know what? I encourage you out there too. I encourage anyone out there, and the reason why I'm making this video is also for this. I really like Save the World. I really enjoy it. I love playing it. I enjoy the community. I enjoy experiencing everything new every day with Save the World, and I am a person who has many times said I feel like they could have done so much more with the game. I'm not blaming Battle Royale for becoming the super hit that it did. It's what it happens. That's just how life is. It happens. Say Fortnite Battle Royale became a worldwide phenomenon. And if anything, I've said that I believe that Fortnite Battle Royale becoming so popular helped Save the World stick around and be around, because they had there was something it kept the drive going. Now it did take attention away from Save the World, etc., but we're not going to talk about that. And I encourage you out there, if you have the qualification for this and you really love Save the World, apply for it. Apply for this job and see if you can be a positive, influence on Save the World. A positive influence. I know there's the hashtag, and I know a lot of people a lot of times go around saying hashtag save the world. I've never been one to actually do that or go for that because I don't feel that Save the World needed saving. I felt that Save the World needed attention from Epic. It needed attention, and it needed attention brought to that, and we all know Epic doesn't really care like that. So if you want to make a positive influence and effect on Save the World and you have these qualifications, I invite you to apply for it. I'll leave a link down below to the Indeed link in this one as well. But here's where it gets a little crazy. So after this, I started looking at the other jobs available. Stock plan administrator, or the senior DevOps, project manager. And these are the ones that appeared 1 day ago. Okay? Tools programmer, MetaHumans, user interface 2 days ago, artist, C++ programmer, senior concept artist 2 days ago, senior cloud development, gameplay programmer 5 days ago, recruiting lead, senior BI analyst, and there's more and more. And these go back a few more days then. But just sticking with the ones that are recent. Now, if you go into like all the jobs that Epic has and you go back a little further, you'll find out that there are a lot, and I do mean a lot of games, a lot of postings for applications that have to do with working for Psyonix, I believe the company is called, within Epic, and Rocket League. But there are some games, there are some postings that don't talk about that. There are some postings that seem to be very interesting. Now, this one is a stock plan administrator. I have no idea what that is, but apparently in this position, you're going to administer and maintain all equity award schedules, terminations, exercise vesting fortresses, and account information for participants in equity software. That one's pretty heavy. Then we have another one, which is the senior DevOps engineer. Within this role, Epic Games is hiring a senior DevOps engineer. Infrastructure, blah, blah, blah. Senior DevOps engineer and infrastructure operations will be responsible for design, delivery, and service of infrastructure, investigating player impacting operational issues, and amplify the technical abilities of our worldwide engineering team. That's pretty crazy. Now, again, these are jobs that were posted in the last couple of days. Another one, a very interesting one, is the MetaHumans tools programmer. You can check out this video, which we're going to check out in a second. And all it says, it doesn't even say, well, it says here what you'll do. We're looking for an experienced tool programmers who will help us support and extend Epic's MetaHuman Creator tool, which allows everyone to create high-fidelity digital humans in minutes for use in games and other real-time applications. Now, this one, I would love to say that this is for Save the World. I think this is more for like a lot of other games, like in general. But if you actually go to the link that's at the very top there, if you go to this link right here, this YouTube link right here, it'll take you right to here. And this is like, I'm sure everyone has seen this. This is the video that they released. When did they release it? February 10th. For you can. This is the characters that we're going to see in the future in games. We're going to see characters like that in the future in games. Which is kind of crazy. Project manager, ATS implementation. This is a contract position for 5 months. I was more interested in the contract positions because they do seem a little bit more like, what's going to go there? Job duties and responsibilities: actively direct the project through the project stages, ensuring delivery of the technology solution with a defined scope, timeline, and cost in accordance with the governing master service agreement and statements of work. I have no idea what that is. But this apparently seems to be something that's going to be temporary. That is, Epic Games is seeking a proven professional to drive process design, solution build, and deployment for an enterprise applicant tracking system. I have no idea what that is. But this kind of feels like something else is coming as well. There's another one, which is a senior concept artist. Senior concept artist. Epic Games is looking for a senior concept artist for a Cary, North Carolina studio to assist in the design, strategy, and implementation of major gameplay features, content, and system for our video games. This one is a lot more interesting. This one seems like they are looking for someone to directly already work on concept art for games that are already out there. Interesting, huh? And then we've got 3 more. Senior UI programmer. Director of strategy. And again, these games, these ones all came out. Let's see. Senior concept artist, senior cloud developer, gameplay programmer. All these came out in the last 5 days. Director of strategy, 8 days. Senior programmer, 9 days. Director of strategy. Epic Games is looking for a director of strategy as part of a critical, essential strategic planning team working on priorities agenda to shape Epic's portfolio of businesses. They will help develop, drive, and execute critical business initiatives, as well as build and create team identity as part of Epic's growth story. This leader will be comfortable working with the senior leadership team, including the CFO, COO, and president. This individual will report to the head of strategy and work closely with the strategic finance, corporate development, and business unit teams. Now, I don't know if these are all positions that have recently been opened in Epic, or if these are positions that they are looking to fill out in preparation of something else. But that's a pretty big one. And the last one I want to show you guys is the gameplay programmer, also in Cary, North Carolina. Come be a part of the excitement and energy to help continue building Fortnite into one of the biggest games in the world. Now, this gameplay programmer, let's check this out. Gameplay programmer was posted. I think this was the one that was posted 5 days ago. Yep, 5 days ago. So gameplay programmer was posted 5 days ago. 4 days before the writer. Epic Games is looking for an experienced gameplay programmers to join Fortnite's growing engineering team. Programmers. They're not just looking for one, they're looking for multiples. They are looking for developers. We believe that the best gameplay experience is driven by collaborations and iteration between gameplay programmers, designers, and artists. You'll play a critical role in driving future gameplay features, whether it's a new crazy items in Battle Royale or pushing Save the World in new, exciting directions. So, I know this is kind of crazy to see something so recent about Save the World. I wouldn't be surprised about them working on Fortnite Battle Royale because we know where Fortnite Battle Royale stands. We know where it's going. This is really interesting, guys. I've been someone who has said, I've constantly been saying I'm very hopeful about, about the work that Epic is doing in Save the World. I would love to see Save the World continue to grow and expand, etc., etc. But I'm also not expecting anything. I'll leave it up to you guys to think what this could be. And again, I will say, if anyone out there is an experienced writer, experienced gameplay programmer, if you have all these different qualifications, which I do not, but if you have all these qualifications and you would like to work on pushing Save the World in new exciting directions, I highly encourage you to apply. This is potentially something very positive. Now, I'm going to end by saying this. Now, this is all the information I found, guys. I haven't really had that much time to dive that much deeper in, but it does look as a whole that it's a lot bigger than just a writer for creating quest lines. It seems like there's something happening in Epic right now, specifically on the Fortnite team, where they are either expanding, they're growing. I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing something. Now, of course, this doesn't mean that we're going to see something tomorrow. This is a job where, you know what, they may start looking for applicants in the next month or so, or 2 months, and then they have to hire people and interview people, and they may get people into positions in the next 6 months or so, and after that they have to work, and we may not see actual results or anything new in this sense for quite some time. But it's something very interesting. I'm going to close up by saying this. For those of you who have been watching a long time, especially if you come to the streams, you know that I have very strong opinions about what Epic's been doing, what they've done to save the world, etc., all that stuff. And I've said for quite a while that I don't believe that Save the World is a priority for Epic Games. I believe that Fortnite is, but I also remember, and I did tell you guys that when we heard this news of Unreal Engine 5 coming out, Fortnite as a whole still very much feels like the flagship game. It feels like the game that they demo, that they show people. And by this I mean Epic is not a games company. Epic is a game engine company. For those of you who have heard of Unreal Engine, you know that Unreal Engine 5 is coming. And Unreal Engine 5, like we saw in that video, is going to do some crazy things. Now, the money I believe that Epic makes from Fortnite is just a splash in the bucket compared. It's a splash in the bucket in the ocean that is Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine is massive, guys, and I believe that's where they focus most of their attention. But they have realized that they need some way to showcase this, and having the biggest game in the world is a pretty good showcase, a pretty good way of saying, hey, do you want to make a game? Use Unreal Engine. And I've said this before, I believe that they can say, you know, if let's say you want to make a game and you go to Epic and you say, hey, how can you help me? Well, Epic will say, well, what do you want to do? Do you want to make a game where, you know, you have a battle royale kind of thing where you drop into an island with hundreds of people and you pew pew and all this? Well, here's battle royale. Take a look at it. Look what we've done. It's the #1 game in the world. Oh, you want a game where you build stuff, where you create new worlds, you build stuff like that and everything like that? Well, here's Fortnite Creative. Look at everything you can do there. Oh, you want a campaign game? You want a game where you have campaigns and you have missions and quest lines and a bunch of different weapons and a bunch of different heroes and a bunch of different things? Well, here you go. Fortnite Save the World. I feel like Fortnite as a whole is very much a demo for them. It's very much that proof of concept of showing, look, this is what you can do with our Unreal Engine. And when we heard Unreal Engine 5 coming out and that Fortnite was going to continue being the main game for Epic, I did seriously believe that something was going to happen, that they were going to be doing something, if not for Save the World, definitely for Fortnite Battle Royale, which could benefit Save the World as well. At the point where Save the World is right now, and again, when the hashtag save the world came out, one of the main reasons why I didn't sign up for that and I didn't really, promote that, and a lot of you guys who come to my streams know, the reason why I didn't do that is because I felt Save the World is done. Save the World is, when they told us that the Stand and Fight campaign was done, I felt like that's it. That Save the World, Fortnite Save the World, the Stand and Fight campaign is like movie #1. It's like game #1. I do seriously believe and would hope that we would see, I don't know, Fortnite Save the World 2, Electric Boogaloo, or the Husks from Space, or Ray's Revenge. I don't know, something like that. I would hope that we would see a Fortnite 2, maybe even built on Unreal Engine 5. I have a lot of hopes for this game, guys. I have a lot of hope for this concept, for this, for this whole Fortnite Save the World thing. And I would love to see it be driven and grown in so many other directions. Seeing something like this definitely makes me feel like, well, maybe developer Cloakstar won't be alone anymore. Maybe he will get some help. And if they are actively looking for someone to write quest lines for Save the World, that also brings a lot to mind of well, for lack of a better word, hope. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, I am DUJ2. If you guys enjoy this video, if you enjoy what I do on my channel, please do me a huge favor and have yourself a fantastic day, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I invite you to apply for this. Like I said, I think I'm going to apply. I think I've had some good ideas for certain storylines and quest lines. A funny storyline involving Ray would be pretty awesome, and I wouldn't mind writing that. I don't have a lot of these qualifications, but I don't know. I would love to positively try and impact Save the World in its growth and future. And I invite you to do the same thing too. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Crazy, huh? See ya.